Today we are at Commerce Brewery in Largo, where our head brewmaster is going to answer your top 5 most asked questions. If your question didn't make the cut, don't worry. We had a lot of fun with this topic, so you can ask your question anytime in the comments below, and when we get a sizable amount of them, we will do this again. And now, here is the Bamboo Grove head brewmaster.
1. Besides your own, what's your go-to beer after a long day? For me, honestly, it changes with the Florida weather, but my heart is always in the local scene. Right now, I'm loving what the folks at Cycle Brewing in St. Pete or Angry Chair in Tampa are doing with their sours. To me, it's not about what style it is. It's about appreciating someone else's craft. When you know how much work goes into a single keg, you taste it differently. It's about community, not competition. 2. Where do you even start when creating a new beer? How do you come up with these ideas? It is important that everyone understands that it never starts with the beer, it starts with a story or an ingredient. For Bamboo Grove, it was a question. Can we brew something amazing with what grows right here in our backyard? I spent weeks just visiting the farm, understanding how the bamboo grew, its subtle, earthy notes. The idea didn't come from a brewing textbook, it came from the Florida soil. The real creativity isn't in the brewing, it's in the listening. Listening to the ingredients and figuring out what they want to become. 3. What's the hardest part of your job that no one thinks about? That's a great question. Everyone sees the fun part, the tasting, the festivals. The hardest part? Cleaning. Seriously. About 80% of being a great brewer is being a glorified, obsessive-compulsive janitor. One tiny, wild yeast strain in the wrong place can ruin an entire 1,000-gallon batch. It's endless scrubbing and sanitizing. You have to love the process, not just the product. It's not always glorious, but that's what ensures the beer in your glass is perfect every single time. 4. What's one beer style you wish more people appreciated? There are always a couple, but I think a perfectly made German-style Pilsner. It's the most underrated and technically difficult beer to brew. With a huge hop-heavy IPA, you can hide minor flaws. With a Pilsner, there's nowhere to hide. It's just clean malt, crisp hops, and pure water. It's the ultimate test of a brewer's skill. If you find a brewery that makes a truly great Pilsner, you know they respect the craft, and you can trust everything else they make. 5. Have you ever had to dump a whole batch of beer? What went wrong? Oh, absolutely. Any brewer who says they haven't is lying. Early on, we were experimenting with how much bamboo to use. We tried a batch where we pushed it too far, and the flavor went from crisp and floral to something more like, well, a salad. A grassy, vegetal salad. It was heartbreaking to watch all that time and effort go down the drain, but it taught us a crucial lesson about balance. We dumped the entire batch. You can't serve your community something that isn't your absolute best, period. This was a lot of fun. I hope we can do it again soon. Please keep those questions coming in the comments below. Bamboo Grove, stay rooted.